Namaste. Hi, everyone. I'd like to take you to 18 years of Yoga Gives Back journey. And so let's go with my presentation. Um, this picture, amazing picture, is taken during our Seva trip this year. We go to Seva trip with our ambassadors and advisors every year from around the world. And women behind us, the amazing group of women are microloan recipients in West Bengal. I'll talk about this later, but let's go back to the origin of how we started Yoga Gives Back first. So yoga is a gift from ancient India, as you all know. And 300 million people in the world enjoy yoga today. And the yoga industry is worth over $200 billion by the end of this year. So it's a huge industry. And as a documentary filmmaker, I was starting to yoga practice also. And I felt really deep calling, inner calling to give back to source, Mother India, especially when we were paying like $15 in 2007 for the yoga class. That could be a huge source of microloans for women in India. So we created this mantra: for the cost of one class, you can change your life. And in 18 years, we have reached over 30 countries around the world. And our superpower is our ambassadors, global ambassadors who are yoga teachers, leaders in the community who take our mission and fundraise for us. And thanks to all their support, we now support more than 3,000 underserved women and children in India with our microloan and education programs. And we also take annual Seva trip to see the impact every year. So let's go to our actual Seva trip to India. First stop is always Dinabandhu Trust, which is about 4 hour bus drive from Bangalore if you have been to India in near Mysore. Here we support 38 destitute or orphan children this year, thanks to your support. This home was started by Professor Jayadev on the right side. He saw so many street children who have no place to go in the early 90s. And today, this orphanage houses over almost 100 boys and girls who have absolutely no place to go. And we are always welcomed by these beautiful children with smiles and warm hugs. So it's a wonderful place to visit. And our ambassadors always give yoga class with these children. These yoga mats were donated by our Dutch supporting community, almost 80 yoga mats. And we do this class. And what's almost always striking to me is that how quickly these young children go into deep meditation, as you can see in this picture. She's probably around 10 or 12 years old, but once she sits down, she goes straight to deep meditation because they practice meditation and chanting every day. So they are like our teachers in this practice. And in this region, we also meet with scholarship students. We provide 140 boys and girls with our 5-year scholarship for higher education. Guru Krupa Foundation is stepping up their grant this year to support this scholarship. And these boys and girls, if it weren't for this scholarship, they would have had no chance to continue their high school and college education. And we meet with these young people to listen to their stories, how they're planning their future, and so on. So it's a very inspiring gathering. And also important is to visit their homes, the scholarship students' homes. This is the only way we learn about their reality. So on the left side, we visit this Darshan, the young students who is engineering first year in college. And his father is a blacksmith who makes very small income every day. But this father told us, receiving is responsibility, which really moved me. It means that they are not taking for granted about the scholarship. They take it seriously with responsibility. So he is determined that he provides his son enough food and good health until he graduates from this college to become engineer. And on the right side, this beautiful girl in a black dress, Ruchita, she's also first year in engineering. And during the meeting, group meeting, she shared that her parents died very young. So we wanted to meet her and visit her family and see how she's living. So we found out that she lives with a grandmother, a beautiful grandmother, but she fell recently and with very poor medical care, and there is no therapy. So just by falling, she's bedridden now and there is no therapy. So her leg is completely swollen, but she has to make living for this young girl and her sister, Lakshmi. So she makes flower garlands every day to sell in the market. So Lakshmi, Ruchita's older sister, is now joining grandmother to help this income. And so Ruchita is determined to graduate from college and become an engineer to help this poor family and poor community to become more quality, bring more quality to the community. So it was very moving to visit these homes. And our next stop is always Calcutta, West Bengal, which is about 2 or 3 hour flight from Bangalore. And West Bengal is the state where Calcutta is, and it has the highest number of human trafficking and also child marriage. So you can imagine how young girls and women live in this situation. And here we work with NGO partner Nishta, which was started in 1975 by this beautiful grandmother, Prita Das. Today, it's run by her daughter, Meena Das, and Manami Das. They are my counterparts. We talk almost every week, and we carry on grandmother Prita's mission to give young girls and women information and education about their equal rights, human rights. Because when she got married very young in the 70s, she realized in the village, all the brides are very young, low teenagers who have no idea about family life or how to raise children, and they become like domestic servants. That's why she started this organization, Nishta, to empower girls and women with information and education. And today, they assist more than 40,000 girls and women and villagers in 225 villages. It's a vast region south of Calcutta, very poor agrarian area. Here, we started microloan program in 2010 with 50 women. This year, we are giving 550 women with these loans. And over the years, we learned that this is not just a financial empowerment program, but more importantly, this is creating peer support group power, because there is a lot of domestic violence still in this region. And these women groups, now if somebody is beaten up at home, they will go to the husband and threaten them, really, or really take them to police to be accountable. So these women's powerful peer support has really changed women's lives. And every year we visit, we can see the women's happier faces with confidence. So very happy about this program. And then we also meet hundreds of young girls who are now our She Scholarship recipients. We now support 300 young girls with this 5-year scholarship for higher education for the 5 years. And these girls also stand up and share their stories. And they all say that if it weren't for this program, they would have been forced to marry and they would have become domestic servants. So we are very happy also to see these young girls' hope and bright eyes and thinking about their future. And also we are running this program. We've been running this program over 10 years now. So we've seen hundreds of girls graduated with college degrees. And what we see is even more powerful. That is, these graduates are giving back to their community now. So for example, these young two girls, Pia and Bruja, they graduated, they got the job at local banking. And first thing they did is to open village online service center for villagers, because they had no way to deposit their money in the past. But now with their help, they can come and deposit their money safely like ATM. So they're very happy to be able to support villagers. And finally, this is one of the biggest transformational impact that we see. That is the engaging fathers. These fathers have daughters who are recipients of a scholarship for higher education. And this father in black jacket stood up and shared that, unfortunately, with the poverty, and hard situation. He had to marry his first daughter, who is now very sad and very miserable in her marriage life. Whereas his second daughter has received a scholarship and now studying in college to become a nurse and very happy. So comparing these two daughters, he really feels that scholarship is very important. Education is very important for young girls also. And they also can help families' income and sustainability once they graduate and get a good job. So these fathers meet once a month to share these ideas, discoveries, and empower each other. So this is a great story. And finally, this is a quick snapshot of how we grew in the last 18 years. I started counting how many people we were supporting actually in 2011. There was only 55 people, 50 mothers and 5 young girls. And over the years, we started giving microloans and scholarship for higher education, which is the pink color. In 2017, we reached over 1,000 lives. Last year, we reached over 3,000 lives. And this year, we would love to go higher to 4,000 lives with your support. So this month is a global gathering for India in June 2025. So we are asking everybody to join our campaign to host a class, donate a class, or host some tea party or whatever you can to give back to India with us, or just join our monthly donation program. So please, please join our campaign and let's unite in action this year, especially this June. Thank you so much.